Hello and welcome into another edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hickson. I'm your lead beat writer for the Arizona State Sun Devils on SI and your host of this daily Sun Devil Insider Podcast. We are now roughly one day out from Arizona State men's basketball taking on the number one ranked Arizona Wildcats as the second part of a two-game series in Big 12 play against our bitter rivals. Uh, the game is set for Saturday afternoon at noon, and I will give more details shortly about the game, but we are, as of this recording, about a day out from that, and it will be a big game for the Sun Devils. I mean, they really blew a major opportunity to earn a quadrant one victory on Tuesday against UCF. They were up by 12 with 6 minutes left, got outscored by 15 over the course of the rest of the game. And what really seemed to be a team that was on the rise once again, with upwards trajectory, it seems like all of that got uh, squashed, for lack of a better term. And now you go into a game against the 21 and 0 Arizona Wildcats, who are 8 and 0 in Big 12 play as well. Granted, they have only played, BYU is the only team in the top seven of the standings that they've played so far, I believe. But regardless, they've beaten Florida, they've beaten UConn, they've beaten San Diego State. They have a lot of big wins this year outside of Big 12 play. They're one of two remaining unbeatens for a reason, and they are a just a good team. Just that's really the main assessment, and I believe that even Arizona State fans can acknowledge that based off of what was seen in the last matchup on January 14th. Um, Arizona goes into this game, according to DraftKings, having a 15.5 point spread advantage. They're decisive favorites in this game. ESPN Basketball Power Index gives them about a 92% chance to win, even in Tempe. And one of the reasons why Arizona is becoming even more, potentially even more dangerous heading into the tournament season is the rise of Braden Burrius. Um, Burrius, one of the big concerns with the 2025-2026 Arizona team in specific was that there weren't many legitimate shot creators from the perimeter. I mean, the team is heavily predicated around the interior with Krivas, with Koa Peets, with Owaka, with uh Karkinshov. Very, very predicated on interior play, but Braden Burrius leads the team with 15.2 points per game, shoot 37% from three, 50% from the field. Just a very efficient player. Uh, doesn't play like he just got in the college game. He plays like he's been in the college game for 2 or 3 years. Jaden Bradley also has to garner attention. I mean, a well-seasoned player, 3-year player for Arizona after transferring from Alabama. He's gotten better every single season of his career. This year is shooting 40. I mean, it is on low volume, but 44% from three on two attempts isn't anything to turn your head at. I think the issue ultimately with Arizona that might cause them to fall a little short this season is just really outside of Koa Pete and Jaden Bradley, you don't really have a reliable floor spacer. I mean, Dwayne Aristode shooting 24-51 from three this season, but he doesn't shoot on very high volume either, and he only plays 15 minutes per game. That's going to be something that Tommy Lloyd and company have to figure out. Maybe not in the Arizona State game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona State comes out and plays a competitive game, truthfully. I think they recognize that the margin for error has slimmed even more compared to what we have seen previously. I mean, the Cincinnati win gave them a little bit of breathing room. If they had beaten UCF, they'd have even more breathing room to come up short. But a loss to Arizona on Saturday morning, and it's virtually a non-negotiable that they have to win their next three games over a 6-day span. They'll have to go into Utah and beat them on the road. That's absolutely, without a doubt, something they're going to have to do, win or lose against Arizona, in my opinion, but especially with a loss. They're going to have to go into Colorado next Saturday and win that game on the road. And they're going to have to come back home and beat Oklahoma State in a Tuesday night game, and that won't be an easy game. Oklahoma State's a quality team. Steve Lutz has done a great job in year two there. And then you have another tough 3 game stretch that follows that. You have a week off in between games, then you play Texas Tech at home in a Tuesday night game, then you go on the road to play Baylor and TCU, both of which are still tournament hopefuls despite recent less than desirable play. It's going to be an absolute marathon to the end, despite there only being 9 games left after tomorrow or today as of this recording coming out. Um, the last thing that I really wanted to leave you all with was my three key Sun Devils to watch in pursuit of this victory, which guys really need to step up to get a season defining victory in one of the biggest upsets in college basketball this season. First off, I think that Bryce Ford is going to be integral to this game. A lot like the game in Tucson, he returned. He knocked down a big time three at the end of the half to give Arizona State the lead. He threw down an emphatic slam that really reinvigorated Arizona State's offense. Uh, Ford's counting stats might not ever be eye-popping. I mean, at least from an average perspective, but he has the potential for high-end performances. He has the uncanny ability to affect the game in little ways that don't show up on the stat sheet. And that's cliche, but I really think that Ford has the ability to swing this pendulum towards Arizona State. I feel the same way about Anthony Johnson. Pig has been one of the best six men in the Big 12 this season. Two of the biggest things that he provides, his relentless off-ball defense, playing passing lanes, creating chaos defensively, even if he fouls a little bit, and getting to the free throw line. That's something that Arizona State has to take advantage of against a team like Arizona. They have to slow the pace of the game down. They have to try to get as many easy points, quote unquote, easy points as they can. And I think Pig's attacking style, even though he had a rough time against Arizona and Tucson, I think that he could adjust and really challenge the interior presence that the Wildcats have. And lastly, I think Masamba Diop. I mean, it goes without saying that Mo Odom's going to be an X factor, but I think Masamba Diop is big in this game. He didn't have his best offensive performance against UCF. The last time he played Arizona's front line, I believe he scored 16 points. Uh, he didn't block many shots, but he did a relatively good job against so many strong interior presences. Uh, I think that Musamba really has potential to be another player that swings the game in favor of the Sun Devils. We'll see what happens though. The game is set for a noon tip-off from Desert Financial Arena in Tempe. The game will be broadcast on TNT, and I will be there to cover the game for each and every one of you. Uh, until then, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the Sun Devils Insider Podcast, and I will see you with another episode after the game tomorrow.